Hi everyone, I am back with another pick a card. This pick a card is inspired by a new deck I just bought. I was very excited about this deck. It's the Ocean Dreams Oracle by Danielle Noel. If you don't know her, she's the one who did the art for the Starseed Oracle, and also she has her two tarot decks, the Star Child and the Moon Child Tarot. And I love her decks. The art is beautiful. This deck is really pretty if you look at it. And it has this like pretty blue sparkliness on the side, which I don't think you can see very well with my lighting. Trust me, it sparkles. And also I wanted to read what she has. But today, this is water themed, and I also have the Float Tarot, which is a deck I got on Etsy that's also water themed. So with all these water cards, I figured we'd do a reading about emotions. And I can't decide yet if it's what are your emotions or what your emotions are telling you, but we will just go with the flow. Haha, get it. So I did want to read this before I let you see the piles or let you choose the piles. This was a really pretty card. Mother Ocean. And look at the art on here. It's a portal. Let's see. Focus. So it's this portal, and it says, Mother Ocean. Okay. I open my heart to your deep mysteries and tender revelations. May I find soothing comfort in your waves and shores. May your waters help clear out any stagnant energies within my mind, body, and spirit. Thank you for always guiding me towards calmer waters. Thank you for holding me in place when life feels overwhelming. May your waters anoint all that I do with your sacred wisdom, and may you be blessed with healing, protection, and endless love in return. I thought it was so beautiful because we talk a lot about Mother Earth, and I've never thought about Mother Ocean. I think it is a very beautiful message, so I wanted to read it to you guys. So today, there are 4 piles. The first pile is, I think it's Amazonite. It's really pretty anyway. Like I really love Amazonite, so I have a lot of it. You can see this is a bracelet and a ring. And then there's this tiny little blue shell. I had these random shells from arts and crafts projects I never finished. And then pile 2 is an Aqua or Quartz. It's like really shiny. And this tiny little green shell. Cute. And then pile 3 is this Labradorite. It's a teardrop. This one's pretty nice because it's a clear one. Not as dark as the others. And a tiny little burgundy shell. Oh yeah, I'm going to show this Labradorite again. Oh yeah, the shine is nice. I can't get it to focus. And then this pile 4, I don't know if this is chalcedony or is it aquamarine or just a blue quartz. Either way, I like it. It's a little blue guy. It's very nice. This reminds me of the rocks I would just pick up when I was a kid, so I wanted to use it. And then this tiny orangey red shell. So take some time to pick your piles. I was hoping today emotions and water aren't my thing. My chart is mostly earth and fire. Yeah, I have like the least amount of water, and the water is all Scorpio anyway, so it's like more intense, deep. Like I'm mostly seething in my emotions, so I was hoping by tapping into the energies of the people that come to this pile, I might learn a bit about emotions and how to deal with them. I do identify as an empath, but it's a weird relationship when you don't really aren't really as in touch with your own emotions. Feeling other people's emotions is extremely uncomfortable. So I feel like in this lifetime, I'm meant to get more in touch with water and those energies versus the nice, warm, cozy earth or like fire, because my emotions are usually anger or like annoyance or laughter. I don't know, fiery type stuff. So I will get started with pile 1. Hi, pile 1. You are the probably Amazonite pile in the tiny blue shell pile. It's already pre-picked. Put these right here. Let's see, 3 oracle cards. And this deck is totally new to me. I only looked at a couple of cards, so I'm seeing it for the first time. So the first one is Astral Waters. That's really cool looking. Let's get a focus. So that's definitely, that looks very dreamy to me. Yeah. Second card is Water Priestess. Oh wow, that is super cool looking. Water Priestess. And then third card is Voyage. Oh wow. Yeah, these are so beautiful. I'm gonna be like gushing over these cards the entire time. Hopefully you do not mind. I'm trying to figure out this angle and kind of get the light on there so maybe you can see it better. That's really pretty. And look at the blossoms are also really nice. And there's a moon here. So this is definitely, to me, coming through as things being worked out in your dreams, things being revealed to you in your dreams. And with the Water Priestess, so this might be, if you're doing anything in your dreams, this might be a talent that you mastered in a previous lifetime. Oh, you know what it kind of reminds me of, thinking of Water Priestess, Astral Waters, and Voyage. You know, if you watch Stranger Things, how Eleven gets into a tub of water to enhance her psychic abilities. This is what this feels like to me. So, I mean, there's not too many safe ways that you could do that. Astral travel, like I wouldn't recommend trying to do astral travel while you're like in a bathtub. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. But there might be something there about the kind of messages you can receive when you're around water. And actually, I did get that message in a reading a long time ago about checking, well, was it Cindy at Awakening to Spirit? Checking your messages by the water, because the water just houses so much information. Like I feel there's definitely power in water, and there's like how do you say, a good conduit for information from the astral, the celestial. So I would frequently, when I'm by an ocean or a large body of water, say the ocean, I did it too when I was in Chicago by, which lake is it? There's someone who knows. Somebody knows. That giant lake. Checking my messages. I just have a meditation for a bit. And I feel like when I'm by the water, they just flow so much more easier. Like I get in a deeper state of meditation. So it might be that sort of thing. If you can find a way to do some sort of deep meditation, like astral travel, while you're by the water, it might be something that you have a natural talent for, and it might lead to some kind of breakthroughs. So that's what I'm getting initially from these cards. So I will get the tarot to see what sort of things might come through in these messages. Oops, like that. And this is the Flow Tarot. So I also bought this kind of on a whim from Etsy, and it's it's an indie deck. I've shown it on here before, but I think it's like Dreaming Lotus is the name. I did buy a piece of art from her too, but this deck is really beautiful as well. But you can look it up on Etsy, the Flow Tarot. And she has is it Dreaming Lotus? Did I say that? Dreaming Lotus. Okay. Let's see. So the bottom is King of Pawns interconnected. So I think that's really emphasizing the message of being able, like being a conduit, water being a conduit for you. This is really pretty too. I love those colors. And that's making me think of the lower chakras there. Yeah, should I put that right there? I'll just put it right there. Okay, so the first card is Five of Pawns, Scarcity. And this is Five of King of Pawns. Pawns is earth or coins energy. So this is a bit of a lack mentality here. Maybe abandonment, because this is the desert. I'm getting the energy of things being, oh man, underneath that is Devil the Drought. It's like something was working before and it's no longer working, but you're not either able to move on. Oh, look at this, Two of Clouds, shared space. This is more lower chakra energy too. Six of Snow, Wind to Fly. Okay, that's Six of Swords. And Three of Waves, Dive Deeper. So you know what I'm really like getting right away is not wanting to leave a situation even though its usefulness is ended. And you're having a hard time leaving. Page of Clouds. You're having a hard time leaving because you've thought of like practical, all this Pawns energy, which is the very still stability, earth energy. All this, there's plenty of practical excuses not to leave a situation, but it's much deeper than that. It's much deeper than that. It's not just finances. Let me move some things. Finances, practicality. There is some kind of deeper emotional aspect keeping you here. And I would guess with the Five of Pawns and also the Devil, there's abandonment issues or victim issues unhealed. Probably likely as far back as childhood. The shared space is giving me the idea of a home. It's like you're living in a space, you're working somewhere, you spend a lot of time with someone or doing something that's not good for you, but you don't have, it's like you think it's maybe worse for you to leave is what it seems like. It's worse. Like there's so many practical reasons why you just don't want to do this thing, but it's bigger. It's like your deeper abandonment. It's your fear to branch out. It might be even like severe codependency on another person that you really should just leave behind. There is, I think, a deeper... So one thing about the victim mentality that I read in a book when I was first going through my healing journey, the thing about being a victim is it gives you an easy way out of not being accountable for your choices and your actions. The idea is so long as you can remain a victim and blame someone else for your misfortune, you never have to make the moves to do what needs to be done. Or, you know, you kind of get away with maybe being in a bad mood or flaking out on friends, you know, things like that. Like you kind of get to absolve yourself of responsibility so long as you're always going through something or so long as you're always in this state of crisis. It's like you have this like handicap, self-enforced handicap on yourself when you kind of choose to stay in situations that don't benefit you, that are constantly causing harm to you, like actively causing you harm. And if it seems like you're well past the point of not acknowledging the harm, like you've already, maybe you were in that denial stage 5, 10 years ago, but now it's fully clear to you that this is harmful to anyone else, that it's harmful, but you can't move. You've now figured it's like, it's like in the Untethered Soul, the Michael Singer book, with the thorn, and people refuse to move the thorn and go as far as to protect the thorn and build their life around the thorn. It's like you believe if you pull out that thorn that you're basically going to, I don't know, bleed out or something. If you pull out the thorn, like your whole body will fall apart. It's that extreme of an energy here. And the reality is, of course, that wouldn't happen. It would be painful, obviously, to leave something and then go through possible financial instability for a bit, or be in uncomfortable situations. Trust me, I've been there. I put myself in some pretty uncomfortable situations just to make it through, to make the changes I needed to. But if I would have stayed, I wanted to take the easier way out for practical reasons. So I understand this energy completely. But I think the key here, the deeper thing, is maybe it's not that maybe it's not that you're just completely resigned to suffer. I don't think you fully understand how much you are suffering on like a much deeper level. It's kind of like the things that people choose to complain about and the actual true deeper pains that they'd rather hide. It's easy to complain about, a job being annoying or a boss being annoying. But what's harder to admit? Oh, my boss is an asshole. It's harder to admit, oh man, I really feel like I'm super undervalued. I feel like an idiot. Those things are harder to accept, but those are the actual feelings that are usually triggered in situations that aren't directly responsible for that. Like your boss might not be trying to make you feel like an idiot, but you end up feeling like one anyway. I think like you don't even understand that part, that you might have felt less valued in your situation. You felt really hopeless in your situation, or abandoned or unlovable, just any kind of deeper, darker emotions that you don't really want to face. But you know what? Maybe if this makes you fearful, if you went to go check your water messages, are they just going to tell you that? I honestly feel like if you did, what you're going to feel is all the love that the universe, your guides, and your ancestors have for you. That's what's going to come through, is them telling you, no, you are loved. We loved you. We want to see you do well. Love and love. Duh. I think it sounds like past tense, but it's current, loving you currently. And that's what would actually come through. Some people I've done readings for in the past, and I've known personally, and that's why it's kind of a bad idea to do readings for like family and friends sometimes. And I've known that they weren't on the right track, or they had certain issues, and the only messages that were allowed to come through are love yourself, we love you. It's like that. Sometimes that's hard to get through to people, and people don't always need to hear, hey, you need to do better here, or you need to meditate more, or you need to be grateful. Honestly, those are kind of messages I get a lot too, but at the same time, like, my life hasn't been that bad, so it's fine for me to get those messages. I feel like that's for you though. That's what would be waiting for you. Those are the deeper things inside of you that you're not ready to face, that you are feeling very low, you're feeling very unlovable, you're not understanding what your place is, why would you be in these situations, and perhaps, if you're not religious, or you are, you have always kind of believed deep down in the loving source, the loving God, whatever you believe in. But you're still just feeling unworthy of it. I feel like they're waiting to tell you are worthy. You're not born into this world to suffer completely, I think, honestly, a lot of our suffering is caused by not being able to navigate this modern world, our egos going into overdrive. I think that's the biggest struggle of living in this world, is being so disconnected from source, because we are surrounded by so much outside influence, so much outside noise, right? All these things that just trigger the ego. It's almost like walking through, say if you're, in the movies when there's all these lasers, and you can't trigger the laser. It's like trying to get through one of those and you're wearing like a hula grass skirt and like a fuzzy hat, that's what it's like. There's so many things around this modern world to trigger our ego. So that's probably also why you're being encouraged to just get by the water and get like very close to nature, and then to just close out other sensory, just like 11 and Stranger Things, a way to kind of block out the noise and connect into the conduit of life, which is water. Wow. So I hope you do try that. Let me see, I have a couple. I have these lovely crystal oracle cards, so I'll see if anything comes out there. These are so pretty and cool, but it's like an odd way to shuffle. They're octagons, little mini octagons. So let's see. Okay. This is emerald, yeah, emerald. I was wondering if one of these, I have an emerald raw stone, but it's not easy to identify. I might think, oh, it's the Amazonite. It's not. It's very dark. So the first one looks like selenite. Yep, selenite was the first one that came out. So there might be something related to the moon. So selenite, luminous cleansing protection. With its moon-like glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. Ooh, so you need this too. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. I have selenite everywhere too, and I actually just bought this like really fancy piece from Astro's Gallery of Gems in New York. Yeah, it's been a pretty intense thing. I probably won't show it right now. But also I have selenite everywhere. I have it by every doorway, or like anywhere where there's an entry, windows, whatever. It's a little bit hard to wear selenite. I do have some selenite beads, and I did recently make a bracelet that I haven't put on my shop yet. But selenite is such a fragile stone, so I think they have to be like coated or reinforced to prevent them from chipping or breaking, but they're very easy to break. You might want to look into it though. The second one is Angel Phantom Quartz. I'd never seen this one. Faith, healing, renewal, acting as a direct connection to the spiritual realm. Here's another reference to connection. Angel Phantom Quartz provides a profound relationship with your spiritual team. It aids in overcoming trauma, addressing inner child wounds, healing repressed memories, and alleviating negative emotions that have been haunting you from the past. Yeah, wow. With this awareness, Angel Phantom Quartz allows you to release yourself from trapped memories to gain your own personal freedom. Empower yourself and write your own story, despite whatever has happened to you in the past. You owe that to yourself. Yeah, that's really beautiful. I've not seen this, but it looks really cool. Like, I'm a crystal nut, and I have been since I was a kid, and all this spiritual stuff just made it, like, that much more intense. I go nuts for, like, stones. I had to chill, though. So emerald here, spring, unity, vitality. Lush and reminiscent of the green of spring, emerald is known as the stone of successful love, stimulating loyalty, partnership, friendship. Emerald opens the heart chakra, healing the auric field with unconditional love, hope, and joy. With exuberance and a lust for life, the emerald is a sign for new beginnings and a fresh step in life, radiating health, prosperity, and vitality. Grow in the direction of your dreams and nurture yourself along the way. You deserve the riches that life has to offer you. So that's really good. One of the first steps in the healing journey has to be the healing of the heart chakra. So this is really about them wanting you, your guides, spirit source, whomever, wanting you to connect with them, to receive the love that is yours by right. And you have to open up the heart chakra, because that's the, that's the tunnel of all energy flowing. And there's a lot of lower chakra stuff that has to be done, but so for sure do that. But that energy can't reach you if the heart chakra is blocked. But oh look, oh my gosh, see? Heart chakra, rose quartz, self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. So that is a huge message here. I hope you you get it and you do this, self-love. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Good luck with all this. Be open. You're not waiting to get a spiritual lecture. You're waiting to get a giant spiritual hug. So don't be afraid of that. Thank you. Hi, pile two. You have chosen this Aqua or Quartz. I bought this one from a random shop when I was in California. And then this tiny little green shell. Cute. Let's put this over here. Whoops. Oh man, I better be careful. I think I accidentally paused it. It's good now. It's recording. Okay. So I have your 3 oracle cards. The first one is Celestial Waters. The second one is Beyond the Veil. And the third one is Pearls of Wisdom. Sometimes I move it correctly and sometimes I just don't. Anyway, I'm getting already that you are being granted access to higher dimensional information, specifically from the angelic realm. So what is this going to be for? We will see. This is really pretty, this Beyond the Veil. But it seems like if you do any kind of healing work, maybe you've been a long time healer, a long time provider of guidance to people, either through spiritual means or conventional means, like a guidance counselor or something. But it seems like you're getting a bit of level up in these abilities, in which you'll be able to connect directly to perhaps people's own guardian angels, or like whatever celestial beings are working with the people that you are trying to help. And honestly, this might not you might not be a professional, but you just may be used to giving guidance, or people normally come to you about these things. So now it's like, because you become this magnet one way or another for people who need guidance and assistance, that you're going to get direct guidance, is what it seems like. Don't be surprised if you start seeing people's guides one way or another. I am not clairvoyant in that way. I see plenty in dreams, but I do not see things in real life with my 3D eyes, because I'd probably like scare the shit out of myself. But if you are one of those who've already been able to see that, you might be able to see things in waking life too. And actually, when I look at this, it looks like an orb right here. So you might also see orbs too. So I think this is what this has to do with your emotions. This is probably really about other people's emotions. But I'm gonna get the tarot and see, what this is about. Oh, I should have shuffled before. Well, either way, you know what I keep thinking? Wow, lucky pile 2. Lucky pile 2. You must have done either a lot of work in this lifetime or a lot of work in past lifetimes to be trusted with this sort of thing. Okay, this card is more tilted this way. I need to be careful what I'm doing here. Okay, let me pause again. Okay, I don't know why I paused. I was trying to see if I was like toggling something with a key bind, but I don't have any key binds aside that this could hit. Computers, am I right? Okay, let's see. What is the message for pile 2? Oh, cute. Look, it's like a little Nemo. Cute. Okay, I don't need that many. Okay. The bottom is this scarcity card. Okay. Let's see. So the first one came out in reverse. Page of clouds rise above and reverse. And then this one, 6 of waves belong. This is a Wands energy. Very pretty coral color. And then 6 of snow, wind to fly. The sun, radiant companion. 5 of snow, break away. 3 of ponds, blending energies. So this is gonna sound really weird, but I'm just gonna go with it. You might be an angel seed. Or what is the I forget even. So angel seed is kind of like a star seed, except obviously you're an angel. There's like fairy seeds, elf seeds, dwarf seeds, etc. Even mermaid seeds. Yeah, there's a seed for everything. So if you were already loving the star seed thing, you can be other kind of seed too. I forget which planet is it for star seeds that is the angelic realm. It's not Lyran, right? Those are like cat people. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't even remember. Yeah, anyway, so it seems like you have some... Oh, wow, look at this. Forget about this. Oh, this is all the information about the Flow Tarot. Yeah, it is the Dreaming Lotus. Whoopsie. Adapt. Oh, wow. So this is, you don't want to connect, huh? You don't want to connect. I think you feel like going back and connecting is like, it's almost, you feel like it's like cheating. I said you're lucky. You don't feel lucky. You feel like it's your job here to be on Earth and to be human, you know? I don't know if you're taking some kind of angel vacation or what this lifetime. Maybe you might even have a walk-in, honestly. I don't know. Can you have angel walk-ins? I mean, it's possible if it's the angel, whatever the angel planet is. Okay, there's Arcturian, there's Lyran. I can't remember which one's supposed to be the angels. Either way, I feel like you're just kind of rebelling against that part of yourself, which is very interesting. You just want to be human. You don't want to be attracting people, but I mean, that's just what your soul signature is. That's just what your aura is. You can't, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't make you any less human, at least in this lifetime. And trust me, there's plenty of weirder things out here. Humans are all different. Humans all have different origins, especially like nowadays, especially in the last, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Everyone's different. You know, can't you tell, like, everyone seems to be struggling, especially like newer people are really struggling with the way things are. And I get that idea from you. Like, you're really struggling to adapt to this kind of human lifestyle, but you're refusing to give up. I admire your tenacity, but I don't think it means you should try to completely detach yourself. It's almost like you awaken to this and you're just kind of like feeling like some kind of weirdo or something. You're like, I can't believe this is me. This is just so, yeah. And oh, I'm seeing like the 5 and 6, the 6 and the 5. Okay, 6 of waves, 6 of wands, 6 of snow, 6 of swords, 5 of snow, 5 of ponds and snow. I don't know, I feel like this is meaningful for some reason. The 5s and the 6. 6 is harmony. 5 is change. I don't know. There's probably something relevant. It's not coming to me right now. You don't have to deny what your soul is. I don't think it makes you any less human to have, you know, past life ties or even current lifetimes ties to any other type of beings. It's just the nature of what this world is. There's a lot to be done here, and on Earth. We're a bit in a crisis state, if you haven't noticed. I mean, I feel like we just barely made it through a huge transition period. And I don't feel like I'm being cynical on that. I feel like we're still trying to make it through. I feel like there was expectations that we might have been further along than we are right now. As far as like harmony and ability and being able to tap into the universal energies, transportation is extremely behind. I feel like we were supposed to move on from these old ways of doing things that are like killing the planet and killing us. And we just haven't, you know, but the forces that are meant to slow us down and the forces that are meant to lead to our growth, I mean, it's a constant thing. One side is not going to let up any more than the other would. But I think part of the problem might be that it is, I talked about this in the first reading, too many ego triggers. Too many ego triggers. You're still human. And there's more encouragement from people or from the other realms for people who have been born here with these connections to connect with them. What would be inspiring you to not want to? I guess scarcity, being left out and belong. Scarcity and belong. You know, the 5 of wands, the 5 of coins can be abandonment. Do you feel if you embrace this side of yourself, you're no longer going to belong with your existing life or here on Earth? The breakaway too. Do you want to, which thing do you want to break away from? Do you have a problem with combining both aspects of yourself? That's probably the deeper thing to explore, honestly. Like, what is the fear here? If you embrace what you truly are, will you be rejected by the people around you? Will you have to give up the things that you know? Will you have to leave your old life behind? I really don't think so. Unless you've like really created this super structured, no offense, superficial life for yourself. I don't see, I know maybe there's just this idea that you'd have to give up too much. But I bet that you thought that when you thought about incarnating here. So you have an opportunity, this blending of energies, to touch on both sides of your 3D and I guess your 5D, 7D lives. And you're afraid that it just might leave you on the outs, probably on both sides. You're going to be this weird hybrid thing that can exist in either space. There's probably a space for you, really. I can see that. So I think you need to dive deeper into this fear. Maybe if you do connect, you can have some comfort in knowing that's not the case. I feel like you don't know one way or the other. I think you're just afraid right now. It's kind of easier to just ignore it. It's kind of just easier not to connect. But if you're already the type of person that attracts people to you, that already has a unique energy about you, I don't think you can run away from it or deny it. I think that's probably what you're running into lately anyway, is that you can't deny like the true nature of your soul anymore. So let's see what crystal cards you have, if there's any additional guidance here. One of those stones look like a pomegranate. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna get it out because I'm curious what it is. Let's see if there's anything else. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so this first one looks like a pomegranate. See what I'm saying? This is cinnabar. Whoa, cinnabar? That's what it looks like? Known as the alchemist stone, cinnabar is a crystal used to enhance metaphysical abilities, call in abundance, and manifest your heart's desire. Cinnabar's name originated from the Persian word meaning dragon's blood. Oh, really? Like, I was just thinking cinnamon. Cinnabar is dragon's blood. And refers to tiny red gems sprinkled across the stone. This crystal is powerful in enhancing your life force, giving you the stamina you need to carry out your task and go after the things that can feel larger than life. Cinnabar grounds and encourages you while you reach beyond what you believe was possible. So this almost feels like this is the sort of thing that you need to navigate this world, the two worlds, and kind of retain, because of the scarcity. Maybe you're really struggling as in the human world, but you have too much pride to turn to the methods that you know will benefit you. That's pretty funny. I mean, no offense to your struggles, but if you had like the tools, there's so much pink. Look at this. Look at this. Rhodochrosite, pink halite, and pink fluorite. I didn't know there was pink fluorite. Now I'm gonna have to find it. Look at these. Well, I do love rhodochrosite. I have a lot of rhodochrosite too. I have a bracelet right here. I also bought this from the same place I bought the Aqua or Quartz. So rhodochrosite, relationships, healing, karmic lessons. Oh, this said manifestation, wealth, inspiration. Compassion runs through the veins of rhodochrosite, reminding you of your worth and capacity for self-love. A healer of relationships, rhodochrosite opens the heart for healthy communication and breakthroughs. It can attract soulmates into your life. Building connections often feel karmic or fated. Every lesson is for your highest good. And with that perspective, know that whatever is happening for you, not to you. Rhodochrosite encourages you to express your feelings and reinforces that it is safe to share who you truly are. It is safe. Pink halite, self-love, replenish, cherish. Wow. Vibrating with love, pink highlight allows you to shed layers of negative thought patterns and beliefs as you connect to the essence of your true self. Pink highlight helps you embrace new spiritual practices as a way of life, preventing you from picking up bad habits to begin with. With the stone, you will make choices out of self-love, honoring the highest version of yourself, and trusting that you will make decisions for your highest good. Pink highlight is a natural form of the mineral salt, known to cleanse toxins from the aura and replenish one's energy field. Wait, so is this like Himalayan pink salt? Is that what it is? Mystery salt, you guys. Pink fluorite. And this, another love yourself, embrace yourself. Guidance, ease, comfort. Pink fluorite mends pieces of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. Sometimes we get lost along our journeys, and pink fluorite can assist us in coming back home to our true selves. Staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes are helpful practices amplified by using pink fluorite. This stone helps ease despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you will have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. Oh, it's like fluoride, how, it's this rhododendron, I don't know how you say that. It's eight-sided. I need to find that now. So that's also true self. Blue lace agate. There you go. I also have blue lace agate too. Peace, gentle, new beginnings. Blue lace agate is your supportive nudge in the right direction, whispering words of encouragement when you experience self-doubt. It opens your throat chakra and helps ease any blockages in your self-expression. Being seen and heard is a priority. Your feelings are valid and important too. Don't worry about what others will think. Release all fear of judgment and get ready to leave any thoughts of inadequacy behind. Blue lace agate encourages you to start anew because every day is a fresh beginning. And tanzanite. I also love tanzanite. Transmutation, illumination, psychic. Connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond. Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality to your day-to-day. It helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to accessing psychic powers. Metaphysical abilities are enhanced with the stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the road is ever winding. Your journey in constant flow. Trust your path. So it's almost like you found out somehow you were like an angel or something, and then you went on a bender for like years and just like ignored everything. And now they want you to come back and stop, being afraid. First card. Grounding. Sink your roots deep. Connect them to the heart of the earth. And this is red jasper, root chakra. Yeah, there is a lot about grounding and coming back to your human body. Maybe it just got all too much for you. Like, of this. I mean, it's been rough, right? The only illusion is separation. And that's blue lace, agate, amethyst, and new jade. Unity. Mm-hmm. And then signs. Third eye chakra. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. Lepidolite. So there's a lot here about not being ashamed of who you truly are, getting back on the path for you, and staying grounded in the earth. That can be rough if you're dealing with feeling like you're in two different worlds, or, you might have just got a little bit too carried away. Maybe you did like some kind of like enhancing drugs, and then you connected too much, and now you have to come back down. So those are your messages, Paul 2. Hopefully it helps you. Thanks. Hi, Pile 3. You've chosen this Labradorite. Can I get it to focus? Come on. Why did it like this? So let me see. Labradorite in this tiny burgundy shell. Oh, there you go. This one's like so cool. I wish I had. better lighting so you could see. It's just nice translucent one. It's kind of like this bracelet. Labradorite can come in a couple different colors. I kind of like this bit translucent kind too. So let's see what your oracle cards are. 3 here for you. The first one is Mermaid. Oh, how nice. Lovely. Let's see. And Magnetic Heart. Whoa, what does that mean? And then Lunar Waters. Whoa, cool. I like the way this looks. Water is coming from the moon. What does Magnetic Heart mean? I didn't really want to look in the book, but I'm curious. What does Magnetic Heart mean? Trust your feelings, empathic support. I don't have to carry it all. My sensitivities are strength. Okay. This seems like tapping into your greater spiritual gifts and your attachment to the planet. So Lunar Waters and Magnetic Heart. So these, I think of like the tides and the rotation of the planets. It's like being attached to the earth in a different sort of way. Because like mermaid is an ocean creature. It is the earth, but it's not the earth, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm also getting like Mintaka, like an ocean planet. It's relating to how differently you connect to the world and the other people around you. It's not the same as other people. And also the Magnetic Heart with the empathy. It's like you perceive energy in humans much differently than other people, maybe much more sensitive to their emotions and the way they behave. It's like a different way of connecting. It's almost, I'm thinking of kind of almost like with autistic children and different ways of communicating, and not just autistic, but anyone on the spectrum. Just different ways of communicating and feeling things. I'm just thinking of why. So you're not alone in this, connecting to people differently, but it does seem more recently are there more people like this. So you may have like sensory issues, like very sensitive to sensory. There is a name for that. You might be an HSP, a highly sensitive person. Yeah, you might have like just extreme sensory, like you're not very fond of heavy, why I say heavy sounds, like loud sounds. Heavy might be proper in this instance. High decibel, anything that weighs heavy on you, you don't like. Lights, anything that's a little bit too intense but not natural. You might not have this problem with the natural world. Like you might not be that bothered when the sun's bright, but artificial light might really bother you. Like you might not be so upset with like winter and summer, but AC and too much heat really bother you. There's something about that. Like maybe because when things are artificial, you can't perceive their natural energy. So you're not fond. You can't connect with it. That's the way that you move through the world. Kind of like a mermaid, right? The mermaid's constantly moving through the water, constantly in touch with the natural energies of the world. When you're surrounded by artificial things, you can't perceive the energy. You can't communicate the way you normally would with anyone or anything. It's hard. That's why you hate the artificial sensory. That's why you're so sensitive to it. It has no real energy to it, or it's just not the energy that you're used to. This is very interesting. So let's see. I'm gonna get the tarot and see what emotion, what deeper issues are associated with the sensitivity. It just feels like it makes it hard. It's like a mermaid on land, right? You can't even move the same that you would. You don't hear the same. You don't feel the same vibrations. Yeah, it's like the baby's so shocked when it's born because it was just like very cozy in the womb, which is full of water. So it might be just like a constant state of feeling like a newborn baby in shock. Like, what is all this, you know? But I'm really getting the idea like, oh, look at that. The bottom is 7 of Wands, embrace change. That's earth energy. Maybe you don't want to embrace this change. Look at this. Yeah, what I was just saying. Ace of Waves. That's Ace of Wands. Ripple of energy. You can't perceive things as well in this unnatural world. So it just bothers you. It's like you lost your navigation. I don't know if this is reach. Oh, look. Ace of Wands. I don't know if this is recent or not, or like a constant struggle for you. One source. So, Page of Wands, boundless curiosity. You know what it's telling you, right? Embrace change. You got to be more like Ariel. Because even though these things are artificial and they bother you, they all actually come from the same source. The artificial and the natural all come from the same source. They may not feel the same. They may not look the same for sure. They're not created the same, but it is all from one thing. I know that's like tough to grasp, but everything is energy. Nothing exists without source. But it's really about, so look at this, being like Ariel. Look at how this beaver, I guess, is part in the water and part in. It's like using both senses. Your earth senses, like he can smell and see and hear, and then also using his body to travel through. You got to find a way to use both methods. You got to find a way to perceive even the artificial energies as your navigation for the world. You got to learn to exist in both. That's a common theme in all these readings. Yeah, especially the last one, this learning to exist in both. But, I feel like this is kind of an important message and an important pick a card to do, especially after reading about the Mother Ocean. To understand Mother Ocean and Mother Earth are two places where we exist. It creates the one Earth, the Mother Ocean and the Mother Earth. Maybe we're not, maybe some of us, definitely me and all my Earth energy, weren't paying attention to this as much. So I think, let me see what's under here. Queen of Waves, Radio Harmony, the jellyfish. But the waves is still fire energy. So maybe, oh, look at, oh man, the tower here. The looming storm. So maybe you're being encouraged to kind of try to embrace your environment more, because it may get too overwhelming for you. I mean, a lot of people suffer from anxiety, right? I can't imagine how much worse it is with very severe, sensory issues, or being an HSP to the point where you're very uncomfortable with a lot of things. But I think they're trying to encourage you to kind of embrace both sides, to learn how to navigate it, so you don't end up like crashing your life, is what it seems like. Existing with your environment. It might be that the reason why, think about like echolocation, the reason why you're not as able to connect, or you're too bothered, is because since you're not recognizing the artificial, you're not sending off the right energy towards it. I don't know how to, it's like if you're doing echolocation, but you're only doing it with other living things, you would constantly be bumping into the things that are not living. And that's kind of what it seems like with kind of sensory issues, or being very sensitive, that you're kind of just bumping into things you don't know how to navigate. The magnetic heart thing, I'm going to go back to that real quick, because it was saying something about stingrays. I don't know much about stingrays. So it says the Earth's magnetic field extends thousands of kilometers into space, forming the great magnetosphere, like Magneto, of the planet. Above and below, electric currents also generate magnetic fields on the surface of our world, extending throughout the oceans. This invisible power affects all life and is tapped into by creatures that are hypersensitive. Whoa. It is now believed that stingrays are able to detect the polarity of the Earth's magnetic field and use it to spatially orient themselves as they plot their graceful migrations throughout the sea. These receptive beings are wonderful to behold. When they travel in groups, they appear to fly in beautiful orchestration. So there is something to that. Like your compass is all off, your navigation is all off, because you're surrounded by too many things that you don't want to feel, you don't want to acknowledge. And it's because of I'm just really getting like the artificial nature of these things. But if you don't learn to coexist with them, you're going to crash into something big, is what it seems like. So I think what I would say here is start with very small things to see how you can interact with the energy. And what would be, I don't know, start with maybe artificial white noise. If you're used to listening to like thunder or, ocean waves, yeah, pretty key here. Try going to like airplane engine, but low buzz, or the AC or a fan, and try to get used to that sort of noise and the energy of that. Or, because it's meant to relax you. So it's meant to not be as intrusive. Seeing if you can get used to that, and then, working your way up to maybe lamps or, other things that really bother you, and see how it can help you understand how those energy signatures are different from what you prefer and what you like, but are still energy signatures nonetheless. And then maybe you will find it easier to navigate the everyday world. I'm sorry you can't live in the ocean like a mermaid or a stingray. The lunar waters here, Yeah, I think there's other things maybe natural that you're also sensitive to. So I think that's why the one source is coming out here. It's not just solely artificial things. Maybe you're also very sensitive to the moon cycles as well. You know, not being able to sleep during a full moon or being lethargic during a new moon. So it might be, think more on these things and how there might just be specific energy signatures, not just simply natural or artificial, that actually you have a hard time resonating with. So I'm going to get the crystal cards and see if there's any other messages here for you. Okay. Let's see. The first one to come out was this red one. And it's agate. Since it's a red agate. Stability, grounding, truth. A stabilizing stone, agate is used to balance the mind, body, and spirit, creating harmony in all areas of your life, much like the patterns on the crystal itself. Grounding and supportive, agate helps to reveal inner truths, cleansing beneath the surface to expose your authentic self. A wonderful stone to heal resentment. Agate frees you from self-imprisonment of inner anger, replacing it with safety and security. Agate takes its time, vibrating at a slow and steady pace. It encourages you to take as much time as you need for the matter at hand. So also, if you're having trouble navigating, you know, take more time to balance yourself and get your bearings instead of feeling like you have to get right out there. Ethiopian opal. Nice. Now I had a Peruvian opals when I just bought. Rebirth, portal, desire. Reflecting the beautiful parts of your soul, Ethiopian opal is a crystal filled with bright flashes of color and revitalizing energy. Full of joy, Ethiopian opal is a high vibration stone, able to soothe the soul and bring harmony to mind, body, and spirit. Another thing about harmony of mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, harmony is a big thing here. Ethiopian opal can burn unhealed karma from the past and clear the path for rebirth, like a phoenix rising out of the ashes. Containing a soul holograph, Ethiopian opal gives access to different timelines in your life from the past, present, and future. Give all parts of yourself in the love that you desire. I think I do have an Ethiopian opal, but it doesn't look like this. Yeah, it's like one of these. Oh yeah, it might be this. And then I was looking at this one. Tiger's eye. This is a nice tiger's eye. Courage, optimism, power. A courageous and brave stone, tiger's eye motivates you to show up as your best self, dispelling any fear and doubt in your path. Known as the shapeshifter, tiger's eye embodies healing energies from both the earth and the sun, drawing optimism toward you while also grounding you in reality. Call on the warrior inside of you and pursue your ambitions with laser focus. With confidence, strength, and power, tiger's eye helps break through any blockages that stand in your way. Activate the warrior inside, like this beaver. And then cobaltocalcite. Love, emotional healing, compassion. Love is all you need, especially with cobaltocalcite. A stone of unconditional love and forgiveness, this crystal promotes emotional healing above all else. It fosters compassion for yourself, exuding the confidence that your self-worth can only be cultivated from within. Self-love rituals are encouraged with the stone, especially those that nourish and honor your body as a temple. Cobaltocalcite amplifies the vibration of love, nurturing your inner child and giving you endless energetic hugs. You are always supported. So maybe turn those, you know, the sensitivity bombarding you into energetic hugs. Sounds good. Let's see. Chakra cards. All right. First one is third eye chakra fluorite. Destiny. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. Yeah. You got to open yourself up. Oneness. You are part of the universe and always will be. Even if it's all tourmalated quartz. Even if it's all noisy and stuff. You're still part of all that noise and annoyingness. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. So that's what I have for you, Pile 3. Hope it helped you. Thanks. Hi, Pile 4. You have chosen the Chalcedony, Amazonite, or no, Chalcedony, Aquamarine. I don't know what this one is. I don't remember even when I bought it. Stone. And this tiny orangey red shell. Come on, focus. There you go. It's really cool anyway. Little blue man. Okay, let's put you over here and maybe here. Okay, so here are your 3 oracle cards. Let's see what they are. Ooh, there's Dreamgate. And then, ooh, Rite of Passage. That's really pretty. I wish it would consistently stay focused, but yeah. I just have to get a better camera. And then Waves of Change. Wow. Those are some really big waves too. So far, oh, there's more moons. Dreamgate, Rites of Passage, Waves of Change. I don't know. Let me see another deck. Are there normally like moons and stuff on here? No. So this seems kind of unique, actually, because this looks kind of like a night sky too, if you see. So there's definitely something here. Maybe kind of like Pile 1 about astral or dream travel. So, you know, I don't know if you saw Sandman, but that was it was a really good first season, and I'm hype about the next seasons. I almost want to read the graphic novels now, but yes, I'm not like the true nerd in that way that read the graphic novels already. Because like I so enjoyed the show, I don't want to like ruin it for myself. I will read manga, but sometimes when I know they do these adaptations, I'm kind of afraid to ruin it for myself. So it almost feels like kind of dream magic, dream manipulation, and a bit sorry. A bit like working magic, dream magic, working magic in your dreams, being able to do things in your dreams. And it seems like something that you maybe already had a talent for, but you're maybe being granted access to something higher. That's also been a theme in all the readings, or some of the readings. The Dream Gate. I'm going to read that. Okay, so I paused real quick because I felt like there was a deeper personal message I had to process too. So with this, I'm kind of getting the idea with Rites of Passage being dark, and also Rites of Passage kind of having kind of a challenging connotation to it, that in your dream work, you might have to start embracing or working with darker dreams or even nightmares to help you kind of enact your change in your world, or manifest things in your world, or work through blockages. And I honestly, it stuck out to me because I've kind of noticed that in my own experience. I've always been a very strong dreamer, vivid dreamer. And lately, and I had these before, but it's coming back. I would have like very intense bad dreams, not like scary nightmares, but things where things just happen. But the funny thing about that is now I kind of understand that those sort of dreams are not just there to terrorize us. It kind of brings a lot to the surface that we're trying to keep down because we're not really ready to handle it. So I feel like that this is what this message is giving. There's a lot of deeper things that are going to have to come through and maybe less pleasant dreams for you. And this is kind of like letting you know that this is a warning that these things are coming, or if you've already been experiencing them, this is why. And this is what you have to do with them. You have to work with the bad dreams the same as the good dreams to work your magic. And, you know, that's actually a theme in the Sandman too, that nightmares are made. He makes dreams as well as nightmares because nightmares are meant to mirror the things humans need to see about themselves back to them. And yeah, that's one thing he did say. Oh yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. Let me not spoil. But yes, that is the thing he said. Like the god of dreams doesn't just make dreams. He also makes nightmares because they have their purpose. So I think this is like a next level thing that you're going to have to work with to help heal some of the deeper things. And I kind of really personally resonate with this because, you know, some people get hypnosis to deal with their deeper traumas, but I seem to deal with this already in my dreams, the sort of deeper traumas or things that I don't want to face. You know, if I'm setting the intention to heal, likely I will have a dream that brings these things or helps to solve these things. Or when I think, oh, I don't have an issue with this thing, I will be shown in a dream, yes, I do have an issue with this dream. So I feel that this is the main message coming out for you, Pile 4, about embracing that bad dreams or nightmares are just as magical and useful as the good dreams. You know, which honestly, my good dreams are mostly just messing around doing whatever. I think I was like a superhero the other day or something. Or I'm just like eating buffets. I don't know. Oh, so we'll see what the tarot has for this. I'm getting like 3 cards fell already. So maybe I'll just go with that. So we got the sun, the radiant companion. Well, you know, the sun gives us warmth and light, but it can also burn us. Then judgment, the deep unknown. I like the way that the sun, oh, and this is a big, deep ocean. So it's kind of like, you know, in your dreams, you've been swimming in like this, you know, nice clear water, but it's time to go into this darker, you know, area. I mean, the sun is still there. And actually, look, the sun is like shining through a wave here. Wow, I wonder if this is a real picture because this is really cool. Like, really look at this, you know. If the camera would let you. Yeah, look at that. And then this. Oh, so this is, actually, oh wait, this is also the sun. 7 of clouds, distant focus. Wow. So that's kind of giving me the idea of, if we look at the sun as time, right? Because we measure time and by the sun, by days, by rotations around the sun. If the sun is time, it's like the present, the past, and the future. Here is what it seems like. The deep unknown. Well, actually, that's probably like super past, like past lives, if it's unknown, you know. Because, I mean, your past of a couple years ago is not unknown. No, waiting for rain. Okay, that's at the bottom. You put that right here. So I guess also the reason why you have to accept the good and the bad dreams is because you're going to start to be shown time, different times. You're going to see the present, the past that you couldn't even remember. Because I've had dreams about childhood that I don't remember either. Future, the distant focus. So not all time is going to be positive. It's like you have to be able to weather seeing the good with the bad in order to make the correct moves in the dream space. If you're only being shown the good things, you're not going to be able to see the things that you could potentially change. That's an interesting message. Well, the thing is, if you're wondering what does that have to do with the past, obviously you can change the present if you're being shown things. You can change the future, you're being shown things. The way that people use hypnosis to heal past traumas, you can use your dreams to heal past traumas as well. So I think that's also something. It's okay, sorry, Power4, I had to pause for a minute. Like, too many things were coming through and it was overwhelming. But there is like a big thing here about dream magic. And obviously it's no coincidence that Sandman just came out, and that's definitely on my mind. And pop culture does that to me too much. Honestly, I don't know if you're the same, but yeah, so many things come through in pop culture for me nowadays, ever since I kind of opened up to messages. So there is a very big thing here, and I kept getting like Disciple of the Dream God. So yeah, I've definitely been watching too much TV and reading too many books. But the dream gate in the present is to learn how to work magic in your dreams on the past, present, and future. Being able to, I don't want to say manipulate time, but go work through timelines, yes. Travel timelines in your dreams in order to make the changes that need to be made. Healing traumas, affecting the future, solving problems now in your present life is the huge theme here. And but it really, with this middle, this deep unknown, the judgment, these dark waters, this darkness here, you have to be able to stand in the face of the not so good things that you might see and not deny them. That's the key thing. If you're being shown something, whether you believe it truly exists or existed or will exist in reality, doesn't change the fact that you're being shown something. Because dreams, yes, some of your dreams will be magical, and some of them will just be dreams. Some of them will just be dreams. Regardless, everything carries a message. Whether you're time jumping or not, everything in your dreams carries a message. So, the generic advice about creating a dream journal, honestly, I'm pretty lazy about the dream journal thing. But I've learned to discern when a dream feels like actual astral or time travel or time jumping, whatever you want to call it, versus like I just had a dream because I watched this weird thing and or ate a meatball sub or just whatever happened. I think that would be key, and kind of like separating the wheat from the chaff, or whatever you want to say, like the dreams that are you doing work versus you just dreaming, you just resting. And those might be the dreams. Just like start writing down significant messages And this might make it easier to set intentions. I'm kind of drawn to a card in here. I kind of want to see it. So, okay. There's the Wheel, a cycle of regeneration. And then that Rise Above card came out again. This keeps coming out. It's a nice yellow. The cycle of regeneration. So, this may be activated in you like Disciple of the Dream God. Who knows what's going on in the astral and other dimensions. But obviously, we're at a critical point in our human history. So who knows who's getting activated right now? It's like, military activation. People's gifts are awakening for a purpose. And some of these gifts you've had all along. It's just a matter of leveling them up. So, yeah, be prepared. I would start keeping a record. I guess I'll get back to my own journal. It's been just like neglected. I'm gonna pull some gem cards and see if we get any additional messages. There's one already. Whoa. Yeah, not all those. I'm going to take this heart because I was drawn to it. No, come on. I was also drawn to that. This also looks cool. Okay, my throat's getting sore. I can't read all this. Alright, first one was Bumblebee Jasper. This kind of looks, this is called Bumblebee, but it looks like a leopard, right? Pollination. Willpower. No idea this is pollination. Okay. Bees. Am I right? Sting like a bee. Bumblebee Jasper enhances creativity and helps to pollinate ideas, bringing them to life. Yeah, a bit of manifestation magic in your dream magic. The stone gives off a fighting spirit, having been formed in a volcano containing a strong earthy energy that connects with the willpower of the solar plexus. Bumblebee Jasper also assists in alleviating allergies, soothing irritations, and nourishing one's overall health. What? Allergies? I didn't know that. I don't have any. Bumblebee Jasper. Bumblebee Jasper encourages you to create a buzz, to let yourself be seen and heard for who you are and whatever new projects you're working on. Take pleasure in your gifts. So there is something about, the other things you can do with your dreams besides, fix everything. And whatever this heart is, nice. Rose quartz. Oh, it's rose quartz. Love, nurture, romance. Calling in unconditional love. Rose quartz invokes a gentle yet powerful feminine energy that nurtures and protects your heart. It can be used to attract new romance and to build closer bonds in your relationships. Rose quartz opens the heart chakra and heals heartache, grief, and any unexpressed emotions. It asks that you show yourself compassion, forgiveness, and acceptance. Rose quartz also inspires beauty in all forms. Open your heart to the beauty within you. I don't really have any rose quartz by my bed or anything, but I'm getting the idea that you should have some of these stones around you. And this one, carnelian, one of my favorite stones. It's the Virgo birthstone. And the funny thing is I bought this in a random shop in the UK. Look at this. Virgo, and it is carnelian. So I knew this a long time ago. I've had this thing for 10 years. It's so cool. I don't even know what random shop I bought it in. Stone of Courage. And it's just got this. But I never took it out of this because I didn't want to forget what this was for. So carnelian, courage, motivation, endurance, powerful and bold. Carnelian increases confidence in yourself, especially when you need to take center stage and use your voice effectively. A stabilizing stone, carnelian helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality. Believed to protect the soul in the afterlife, carnelian is a stone of the living meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Life is meant to be lived with passion and desire, and carnelian gives you the courage to do so. Carpe diem, seize the day. Well, that's interesting. Because this is the second one about, courage and getting out there. I have lots of carnelian. Yeah, I have this bracelet and rings, necklaces, and I have some by my bedside. Moonstone. Pretty. I also have lots of moonstone too. Nurturing, divine feminine, intuitive. Drawing power from the divine feminine, Moonstone connects you to goddess energy, activating your intuition. Moonstone can boost clairvoyant gifts and metaphysical powers, asking that you trust in the unknown beyond what you can see in this realm, like the dream realm. The reflective nature of the crystal is much like the moon phases themselves, a cycle of change from new beginnings to full release. Moonstone balances masculine energy with the feminine touch, teaching the art of receptivity and serendipity. It is especially impotent during a waxing moon. Oh, it is, okay. And this one, Aura Light 23. What? I almost thought this was going to be Coxonite or like the Super 7. Containing 23 different mineral energies. Aura Light 23. It sounds like an X-Men, really. Like, well, X-23, yeah. Like that's the android they made as their clone or something. Aura Light 23 can promote undeniable clarity and razor-sharp intuition. So another thing about intuition. An ancient stone, Aura Light 23 is especially talented in assisting with past life and ancestral healing. The deep unknown. It enhances metaphysical abilities, raising the bar on your innate superpowers. Most of all, Aura Light 23 can help you appreciate the human experience and that we are all multidimensional beings. By going within and becoming aware of your inner self, you will be able to show up more fully as your authentic self and who you are meant to be. Nice. Very nice. So, chakra cards. Let's see, another thing about intuition. Third eye chakra, amethyst. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. Oneness. You're a part of the universe and will always be. This one came out already. And then destiny. Follow your instincts. They lead you to the truth. The dreams one didn't come out, huh? Nope. Grounding. Connection. Oh, there's okay, it doesn't really count if I just like split the deck a couple times. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine, and the Labradorite is the stone. That was the pile 3. Well, anyway, that was your message, pile 4, and hopefully that helps you. Good luck in your journey as the disciple of the dream god.